Hello everyone. This is Kay. I'm coming in today. I just closed down from being at the food truck. It's one hot day, y'all. When I tell you it's hot, especially working at a food truck, if you don't know. Everybody says, do you have air conditioning? No, but I do have fans, but when you have the fans on, it just blows hot air. But I just got through. I'll show you guys. I'm actually locking up. That's mine. That's another truck, but that's my truck. We do have an outside eating court, food court where I'm located, but I am sweating. I am hot. I'm about to head home. It's been okay today. Not too bad. It looks like it's starting to rain. It's trying to sprinkle. I know we're supposed to get a little bit of rain. Hopefully it'll cool it out for a little bit. I'm located in downtown Crestview, Florida. I've been here. Let me tell you a little bit about my story, how I got started. I've been here, I'm going on 5 years in business. I've been here in Florida for about, I'm gonna say, I think it's like 16, 17 years. I don't know. It's been a long time. But I originally moved from Tennessee to Pensacola, Florida. Then I left Pensacola. I moved to Fort Walton Beach. And if you know anything about this area, it's around Destin area. I'm sure everybody knows Destin, Pensacola. And now I live in a little city called Crestview. So I worked customer service for, I'm gonna say about 10 years. About 10 years when I got here. Then I transitioned to another job. Then I had a bright idea to start my own business. So I got with my boyfriend, told him the plan. I wrote up a business plan. Me and him in our office at home, we kind of just shot around some ideas. We came up with what is now known as Kay's Curbside. I've always enjoyed cooking. We used to host like little dinner parties and parties at the house, and everybody was like, oh, you should cater, you should do this, you should do that. And I liked putting on a spread, you know. My mama, I got that from my mama. Y'all gotta excuse me because it's hot, I'm sweating, I'm in the car. I just got done cleaning up, so I'm trying to like cool down. And I got the air on, but of course, you know, when you first get in the car, child, the air don't do no good. But anyway, like I said, just to tell you a little background, so I got a business. This is 2018. I was still working a full-time job, and I had a part-time job, just saving money, and pretty much I got a business plan together. I've done some research. It took me some months, and while I was working the full-time, I was still able to like work on my stuff because I had a desk job. So I've always pretty much worked 2 jobs. I'm not a lazy person. My family comes from working people. Anybody that knows me knows that. So I did that until I got ready to transition into my own, having my own. So, you know, you got to go through the licenses, state license, it's different from state to state. So, you know, Tennessee, Florida, South Carolina, it's different from state to state. So, you got to get a state license, a city license, a county license, all that stuff. You got to get all that taken care of because you got to get inspections and fire inspections and inspections and stuff. So it's a lot. It's a process. Then you got to get equipment. I didn't have nothing. Well, I had like crock pots and stuff like that, but as far as like commercial equipment, I had nothing. So we started from scratch. So we started working. Me and Eric grinding, getting stuff together. Found a spot. I painted the truck. I got my logo. I got ownership of that. And I'll tell anybody to make sure you got trademark, patent, anything you come up with, make sure you own it. That way can't nobody come and use it and say, oh, that's my, no, here's my paperwork. Always have your paperwork together. I tell anybody that. Get your legal stuff right first. So in the process of doing all that, you know, I was moving in, getting stuff prepared. My family here helped me paint the truck, like on the days that I wasn't working, because I was still working. I hadn't quit my job yet because I still had to have some income. So I was still working and getting the truck ready here, and it was stressful, but it was worth it. I'll tell anybody it was worth it. I'm here to tell you, like, it's not easy, but anybody, you can do it. If it's something you want, you can do it. So 2018 November, no, we went on vacation October. I got my EIN number on my way up to, because I kept checking, and we was driving. I forgot where we was going. I don't know. But Eric said, call and, you know, see if it's come in yet. So just so happened we was on the highway and I called and it said, blah, 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 your EIN number is this, and this. And that was it. Once I got that tax ID number, it was official. My license came after I got back from vacation. I had the license and everything. It was like, okay, it's a go. So I set up appointments to get inspected, got the fire chief over. I did all that, got everything lined up, so I knew I had an opening date. Boom. Next thing you know, I was moving stuff in, getting stuff together, and I was set to go on a cruise. Cruise I already paid for. We planned this months ago. So the job, my full-time job, was like, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to let you go, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, you're not? I said, okay. The next day, I come in. I had typed, here's my 2-week notice. I'm out. Peace. You're not going to let me go? But what's the reason? I got the time. I think I was short like 1 day of time, but I could have took a penalty for that. So they're gonna tell me. I was like, I'm gone. I'm out. So I put in my 2 weeks notice. I worked, and 2 weeks later, I was doing a soft opening, and that was in the end of 2018. And I've been in business ever since. It's a struggle. It's not easy, but you can do it if you continue to. I think people think, oh, that's easy, I can cook. No, it's more to it than just that, because when you your own, you got to do everything. I get an order in from my vendor. Yeah, I go to Sam's for some stuff, but I get an order in from my vendor. You got to place the order. You put the order up. You do the cleaning. You get ready for inspection. I always tell people, they're like, oh, inspection is in this month, because you don't know when they're coming. But I'm the type of person, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you keep your ducks in a row, if you keep your shit together, then you ready. You know, you do everything. You run the register, you cook, you prepare the food, you do it. It's a lot to it. So, but I wouldn't trade it in the world. You get to talk to your customers, you communicate with people, you meet new people. You know, you see that people enjoy what you do. And so with the food truck also came a catering, you know. So you can have a catering list, or what I like to do, this is just my personal thing, everybody's different. I talk with the customer, the client. What is it that you're looking for? You know, you could do brunch, you could do dinner, you could do an office setting, you could do dinner for two or romantic. It's just depending on what's your budget. Okay, this is what I charge, and this is what this is going to cost, and this is what you have. Now, I can lower it to match what you got, but you can also come up to match what, you know, because you got to think, that's your time, that's your product, that's your, you know, you got everything, you got to add in everything. So with that came catering. And my first official year, off top, I got the biggest catering for the city. It was their Christmas party or Christmas luncheon. And my family helped me. We pulled it together. At the time, it was my 2 stepdaughters was helping me. They were still at home at the time, and so everybody pitched in. We came in as a unit, and I was very appreciative because I didn't know a whole lot of people, and hiring people around here, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust everybody because this is my business. My name is on this. Something happens, then it's all on me. So I got my first big catering, and word of mouth. People will share. Social media is a big part of it, but people will share your work, and it's also the person that you are. I know how I was raised, and I know my beliefs, and you treat people how you want to be treated. Always be respectful, and don't ever try to get over on nobody because it'll come back on you. So with that being said, I got several. I've been going into my 5th year, and I have had several caterings. My business is still thriving. You have your good days, and then you have your bad. It just depends. So, and I enjoy what I do. I enjoy it. Like now, yeah, it's hot. It's miserable. It's Florida, and it's hot all over the world. One of the hottest years ever. Then you got to worry about hurricane season. Then 2020, of course, we all know we had COVID. And everybody's like, because different businesses had to shut down. If you was a restaurant, you couldn't have nobody in there. But with us being an outside eating court, and we got tables, and I'll show you in another video, we got tables. We had to take all the tables, and I have like a bar area that you can sit up by the truck. Of course, you can't move that, but we had to take all the tables. We used to have a stage out here where we would have like weekend performances, and then they took the stage down, and there was another food truck that moved in, but then the guy sold it or whatever. But we had to take all the tables, and if you got caught, if you was a business and you got caught, even if you was outside eating court and there was people outside, you would get fined. It was like, I think here in Florida, it was like a $1,500 fine, something like that, if they rode by and they saw somebody at yours. So mostly it was just call in and pick up. And where I'm located, people will call in, come through the alley, get out, masked up, talking through the window, pay, boom, get their food and go. So I was just like, boom, 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 cranking out orders. And at the time, it was only me and another young man that was helping me that I hired to help me. So, and we ran like a well-oiled machine. And it was just people calling in, or if they walked up, most of the time they would call in their orders. If they walked up, then it was kind of like, they would look at the menu, order. Most of them would go sit in their car, and then when their order was done, I'd let them know, or we'd take it out to them. But mostly they would just come, call in, pick up, and business boom. Because people couldn't go out. You wasn't going out to eat and sitting down at restaurants and everything. People was taking food home because really couldn't do nothing. Everything shut down. And I thought, oh God, this is it. I'm going to go under. But believe it or not, that was one of my best years, And only being me and the guy that was helping me, it wasn't like I had a whole bunch of workers. So anyway, that was 2020. I think all of our lives changed that year. It was crazy. And then after that, things gradually started, picking up. And then people could get out. People could, there was still social distancing and stuff, but people started getting out, moving around, whatever. And then here we are in 2023, and the weather is excruciating hot. Don't nobody want to sit outside and eat. Most people want to be in an air-conditioned place, But for the most part, I love what I do. I'm still here. I'm still standing by the grace of God. And I would appreciate you guys to follow, like, share this video. If you like content like this, tell a friend to tell a friend. And just come join me. On my way home. It is 98 degrees right now. That's what it says. And with the heat index, ain't no telling how much it is. But you guys, I just want to give you, I'm trying to stay consistent on this. Today, which is Tuesday, like I said, I wasn't too busy, but it was okay. So you guys, I appreciate you following and liking and sharing this video. Thank you guys. I appreciate everything.